Kia ora, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. We're back up against Voyant Black Widow, and this fight, I think this was my first fight against her, and I thought I would go in and just have a bit of a play. Her SP1, I learned, well, actually I luckily evaded it in the first one. Kind of easy to evade. She throws in this beam, and if you back out as she's bringing that beam up, you evade it. Mainly, this fight is not come to discuss tactics. It's just to show that Thing can take care of her in 33 seconds, because I've got a 6-star R2 thing, I can do that. So that's what this fight shows. But the fact of the matter is, you'll notice that in that fight, there's a few. She's actually harder than this looks, right? So there's few intricacies about her. One thing you would have noticed is that right when I when I hit her at the end, she didn't regen. That's partially because I staggered her, but partially also because she didn't really get to her SP3. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time, because her SP3 gives her this regen heal, so that if at the minute you kill her, she starts regenning back. Now she's stun immune, debuffs last 100% longer. She's got this curse to death. She's got enhanced bleed, and she kind of works around these 3 curses that kind of go one to the other. So one's like a bleed. Maybe we can remind ourselves here. So she's got like 3 charges, and as she cycles her combos, she switches from one curse to another. And so one curse is blood, bleed immunity, one curse is poison, one curse is incinerate. And she will do these debuffs, and if you're immune to one of these things, she'll gain clairvoyance charges, and if you're not immune, you take bleed, poison, or incinerate damage, and SP2 will regen some damage, and SP3 will give her Death Touch. Death Touch allows her to then regenerate instead of dying. So she's a pretty interesting champ, especially when you're not fighting her with Thing. So another option that I took, this was the best I found with 4-star options, was the Blade Stark, GR Mephisto synergy. So the thing is, you can take a lot of bleed. With Blade you can regen some of that, but also you've got a little bit of the danger sense. You can do a lot of damage, and so long as you don't push her to her SP3, you should be doing fine. The problem I found with this one, with Blade, is I was taking way too much bleed damage, and I bled out. I was dying too quickly. Funnily enough, Stark, who was not bleed immune, actually fared much better. I'm not entirely sure why. So now I've got Curse of the Blood. Maybe she rotated in this fight or something. So I've got Curse of the Blood. Just kind of building up my charges here. I could do a lot of damage really quickly. I taunt her specials out as well, and also I could do a lot more damage a lot quicker than Blade. So while that bleeding really hurts me, I can do so much damage in a shorter period of time. So Starkey actually fares a lot better than Blade. Those were the best options I found as a 4-star. But to be fair, this fight really needs 5-star. And I'm actually going to tell you that, not just because I have Thing, but I think Thing is actually probably the best option against her. Not only is he bleed immune, so he doesn't bleed that much, he can do a lot of damage. He's got the class advantage. He can stagger. Some of her abilities, and also with the synergy, even if she does throw an SP3, or even if she does catches you, you can cheat death once, twice, maybe 3 times, and actually do even more damage. Now in this, so here's the thing, in this one she throws the SP3, she's already regened once, she's thrown the SP3, and if I try to kill her now, which I will, she's not gonna die. She's gonna regen back See that? She regens back. So that's the thing. This is the thing that you have to be careful of, is don't get her to trigger her SP3, because then she'll have that regen. It's better off, especially if you're running a 4-star team, to get her really close, and if she has the SP3, just die. Like if she starts SP3ing really close to like 5% or 4%, just die to her, and then use your next champ to go in and finish off that last bit before she SP3s, because otherwise she'll be regenning up to like 26-30%, and it can be really, really frustrating. Hopefully this video helps. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Ka kite, no bros and girls.